Hey guys, it's me. I'm going to be talking about something that is very serious and needs to be discussed more often than it really is. I have had a lot of hard times in my life. I've got a bunch of medical issues that make me feel comparable to Steve Rogers before he got the super serum and became Captain America. A couple of those issues are anxiety, depression, celiac, and irritable bowel, and a whole bunch of other issues that I don't need to go into detail. I guess my point in this video is to encourage you guys who are struggling with any physical issues to just keep going. I've also had my share of heartbreak and betrayals as well. In my almost 26 years of living, I've grown really close to a bunch of people. And I've lost at least 8 of those people. Because they got tired of me and they just walked away, instead of giving me a chance to figure out what I was doing wrong that was irritating them. And that's a really hurtful thing. I have heard so many times by so many new people, "Oh, I love you. I'm always going to be here. I'm going nowhere. You'll always have me. Don't worry. Don't be scared." And the countless rejections and betrayals I've suffered have made me very skeptical to believing that from anybody new. Of the 10 people I've really gotten close to over the last decade, only 2 of them have stayed. 2 of them. One of them is my best friend Rachel. I've known her since I was 15. And another friend, Olivia, who I met on Omegle, of all places. We had similar interests and we thought, why not be Facebook friends too? Anyways, where was I going with this? Oh yeah. My life experience has taught me that people will come and go a lot. Some will flat out promise you that they won't go anywhere, no matter what, and that they'll be with you always. And of those people that promise that, only a small portion will actually mean it and keep their word. I know. I am one of those people who, when I tell a person, regardless of the context of the relationship, if I say I love you to someone, I mean it. To me, I love you means I know who you are. I know all about you. I know everything that there is to know that could possibly alter how I see you, but I will still stick by you, no matter what. I love you has very deep meaning for me. I don't take it lightly. And it frustrates me when people just throw that around all the time, like, "Oh, I love you." And it's like, yeah, we'll see. Another point of this video is to encourage those who have been on the receiving end of those false I love yous and took it seriously and got really hurt by it. I want you guys to find comfort in knowing you're not the only ones. And that in life that will happen. That's how life is. And another point is to address the people who flippantly say I love you to anybody. Stop it. No. Don't do that. You don't know how seriously someone is going to take what you say. And there's nothing more painful than to have someone you love say they love you when they don't even mean it. Only say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't throw around serious phrases like that. Because when you do that, you get people's hopes up. You build their trust up. And then when you walk away, they're left feeling completely broken down and shattered and wondering if there's anyone that they can trust. So don't use that phrase lightly. And if someone says that to you, don't take them at their word. Their actions and how they treat you are what will show you if they mean it. In life, there's bound to be heartache. There's going to be suffering. It's inevitable. This world is not perfect. People are not perfect. We all have an innate sin nature and a tendency to do wrong. And there are some people that just fully give into it and they don't care. They do whatever they want, no matter the consequences to them or people that are close to them. And there are people who will honestly do their best to try and be good people and not hurt anyone. I encourage you, person who is watching this through your phone or your laptop or whatever device, I encourage you to be the person who thinks before they speak or act. Don't just do what you want. Really evaluate how your actions and life choices are going to affect those near you. And if someone does something that hurts you, I'm not going to tell you just brush it off and don't let it get to you, because sometimes that's not possible. I instead encourage you to try and focus on the good that's going on in your life. Focus on the people who are there for you. Focus on those who have not left your side and who have been there for you when you needed them. What you focus on, it's like a microscope. If you focus on the bad in your life, it's gonna look huge. And yes, I know some of us suffer more than others, and sometimes life is mostly bad, with very little good. But I encourage you to focus on the good that is there. Do your best to not be sucked down by the crap. Focus on the good things. Focus on the things that you can do to help other people when you're hurting. I know for me, if I'm in a lot of pain, whether physical or emotional, if I focus on helping someone else who's close to me that's hurting, I feel better. Because I know I'm using my pain to be productive. I'm using it to relate to another person who's hurting too. Whoever's watching this, and whoever is taking the time to continue watching this after I've hit the 10-minute mark, I just want to encourage you to be the best person that you can be. And if someone hurts you, screws you over, and leaves you feeling like there's no reason to keep going, like if you're dealing with a serious breakup, don't let that define you. I went through a pretty traumatic breakup in April of this year. My first serious relationship. There was talk of marriage when he would be able to financially take care of us both. Because I have a bunch of medical issues, as I've already mentioned. And they're very expensive to take care of. But I just encourage you, don't let one person destroy your whole world. I know that's much easier said than done, and it may come off as insulting, and I'm sorry if I appear that way. I understand your pain. I know what it's like to put all your faith and trust and hopes in the future in one person, only to have it dashed to pieces. I know how that's like. I'm still trying to rebuild myself after this. But it's like that Vine and that Facebook post. Remember the people you thought you couldn't live without? But look at you! You're living still. You're still here. You're still alive. You're still able to watch me try to reach out to you and encourage you to keep going and to keep fighting. With my anxiety and depression, I have been suicidal. I have. And I can honestly tell you that it doesn't fix anything. Suicide, to end your pain, only transfers your suffering onto the people who love you and who would miss you when you're gone. So if you're really struggling right now, please understand, you're not alone. You're not the only one who has fought to keep going. You're not the only one who's tired. You're not the only one who wants to just rest. Eternal. But I encourage you to seek the appropriate help. When you feel ready to give up and just throw in the towel, I highly encourage you, dear person on the other side of this screen, go to your family. And if you're one of those people who doesn't have anybody, truly, go seek professional assistance. Suicide is a permanent, irreversible solution to temporary problems. I know, for me, I'm still battling it. And I know for the people who love me and are watching this video, it's not going to be easy to hear that. But I'm not sorry for being honest. There still is a stigma against talking about it, and that needs to be gotten rid of. I have been suicidal. I still have those thoughts, sometimes. But what keeps me holding on is knowing that there are people who still love me, who still need me, and who would be broken if I did something. I live for them. And that's what I'm encouraging you to do too if you're struggling. Focus on the people who are there for you, who do love you, and who want to help you. Don't suffer in silence. No one can help you if you don't let them in. Always keep fighting. Don't give up. Life can only get better for you if you give it the chance to. And it may take a while. No one ever said life was going to be easy. It's not promised to us anywhere. As a Christian, my hope is in God. And my reason for continuing on is the people who love and need me. And in time, I'm sure I'll see blue skies again. and I'll enjoy living just because I enjoy it. But right now, I'm soldiering on for those who need me and love me. And I encourage you to do the same thing and don't ever give up, okay? I know it's hard. I know you're tired and I know you're weary. And I know you think it won't make a bit of difference if you go. But I'm telling you, people who love you will notice, and they will be broken apart, and they will be torturing themselves with wondering why. Why did this person I love go? Is there something we could have done to help them? I encourage you to go and get help if you need it. I hope this has been encouraging and comforting to you, if you're like me and struggling to get through each day. Know that I love you, and I am praying for you. I'm gonna leave links in the description for the suicide hotline. You can call and talk to a live person, or you can send them a text. I personally don't struggle with talking over the phone, but I know a bunch of people do. So it's good to know that there's a hotline that you can text for help too. Know that I'm praying for you, and it will be okay. The sun will shine again for you if you just keep fighting. You just haven't gotten there yet, but don't give up.